Hello and welcome. Today we're going to take a look at Galimulator. This is a galaxy simulator game. It has a lot going on to it, so I'm going to try to explain what all's happening here. You can pick this one up on itch.io, and you can also get it on your phone as well. But there's three different ways of playing the game. We'll go over them in time. First, we're going to start off with Observer Mode. Think of this as like the end of a Civilization game. Then you kind of sit back and you watch the timeline. You see the different empires sort of moving and expanding and taking over lands. Like right now, we've got the Long Senate of Mauritius. And you can see they're taking over the lands of Connecticut Collective right in here. Some battles going on right in this way. And you can kind of see that sort of taking place. These are different stars. These little blips are different stars in the galaxy. And over time, these will start to sort of move and sway different sort of ways. There's more than just little blobs moving, though. And the thing that's interesting about it is we can take a look at the Long Senate of Mauritius here. This is a big empire. They are number 2 on our top 5 list in the game. They've got 193 star systems right now. And they are in a fortifying position right now. They're what's that? They are explosive. They get early combat bonuses. They are also militant. But they're also in a fortifying state, which means they are in a don't take much land right now, but defend what land you have right now. They have different ships flying around here. They have a dropship, the Toffanexkit. We also have the Niratirdi. What are you? There's a fight. Frigate. Sodom of Utopia. And you can see they're shooting at each other. We got some sort of random neutral ship flying through here. We also have the Holy, a raider from the young robocracy of Ukraine, which is where are they at? They're way over here. What are you doing over here? He's doing some raiding, I guess, is what he's doing. Let's take a look at the Holy. That's what we'll start off with. So, within the Holy, there is a crew on board this ship. We have a captain, we have ship officers on board this ship. And that captain, old Tricontid? Try. We'll call him Try. We'll change his name. How about this? You're not that anymore. You're now Bob Ross. Okay. Bob Ross is frugal. Increases the wealth of empire by spending less. He also is a spacer. He loves working in space. He also was wounded. He got wounded during combat, but he has a prestige bonus for that. What do you use prestige for? Well, Bob, he won't always be a captain. One day he may end up being emperor of some place. If he lives long enough, if he gets enough prestige, he may join the ranks of the long line of emperors of the young robocracy of Ukraine. We can see who the emperor is right now. Let's follow him. Here we go. We'll follow Bob so we don't lose him. So in the robocracy of Ukraine, we can see they're part of an alliance. They have they were here from the very beginning. In time, they may break off, and you can see different parts, different pieces that will sort of spawn out, like with this one here. New Hungary administration. They started originally. We'll probably see it in time. They'll see some sort of rebellions, and new factions will pop up. They're actually in a degenerating state right now, which means that they're kind of falling apart at the moment. They have a tech level 1. Each empire has different tech levels. They can gain tech. They can steal tech. They can lose tech if they start falling into like a degenerating state. And then go into a sort of rebellion and break off into multiple different pieces. They've been around for 11 millennia, which is how long the game's been going on right now. And we can look at their dynasty. So this is the Utrazel dynasty. We've moved on to the Sasenta dynasty, who's running the robocracy of Ukraine. We can see the individuals. Who is it? Lagar is in charge right now. Lagar is part of the Sasenta, right? Was that who it was? Lagar? Yeah, Sasenta dynasty. And we can see who everyone is. He has a brother or somebody, Daranor, who's the emperor of the Seychelles Alliance. Wherever that is. I'm not sure where that is. But the Seychelles Alliance there's a family running everything here. These guys, here they are, they're way over here. How'd you get way over here? So they may have, at one point, been like ship captains, but they sort of work their way up in time. Once emperors die, once people get taken out, they fall apart. It says he's 11, so he's been around for a long time. He doesn't have any kids, but they will have kids, and those kids will rank up and may join in and become emperors of different empires. Is Bob still alive? Is his flag out there anywhere? I'm not seeing him. I think Bob might be dead. Oh, Bob. Bob. I think Bob's dead. Well, that's a shame. Why does this keep playing the same song over and over again? I'm using... The sounds in this game are horrific. So I've turned the sounds off and I'm playing some music from Kevin Macleod. Yeah, I think we lost Bob. I don't see his flag out here anymore. So, sorry, Bob. Long live the Ross family. But yeah, so you can see some ships out here. There's a battleship, the Magnificent. It's a level 2 battleship, so it's actually got some abilities to kill some things. And it's trying to fight off the other purple ships out here. The Astral out this way. We have a drop ship here, invades hostile stars. He's out there. That's his goal, is to go. There he goes. He's about to do it. And there he goes. He took that star. As these stars have been taken a while, you can see some white blips popping up in the stars. That means these things are worth value. And because they're worth some value means that they will give us more ability to create ships. What's this? This is the Godly Louisiana Geocracy. They've only been around for less than a millennia because they came from us. They split off. Well, they're gone now. But they came from us. There was some sort of rebellion on a star somewhere, and a new faction spawned in. But yeah, so there is observer mode. What else does there show off? What is this, a meteor? There's a missile flying out? Who fired the missile? I think Mauritius is firing missiles. Where are they going? I'm curious. We can speed it up if we want. Then I lose track of everything, so we're not going to do that. Where's it going? There are artifacts that can be created. Oh, there it goes. It just blew up that whole star system. There are artifacts that can be created that may or may not help your people out. It may spread wealth out by being there. Are you guys still? Oh, they're expanding now. Oh, the bureaucracy of Ukraine is actually. You know what? That's a fine name. I can change you the Nook Empire. We'll do that later. And they are taking over some territories here. We can see, we're on normal mode here, so we can see all the different stars and what's going on. We can go into wealth mode, and we can sort of see a distribution of wealth. There's traders that sort of fly around the galaxy, hauling wealth around. And, of course, owning these stars are going to get you more wealth, allow you to build more ships, and sort of help you out altogether. There's also a heat map, which shows where all the action is. There's some action going on down here, some sort of fights going on over here. Yeah, lots of battles going on over this way. Kind of point you in the direction of exciting things. We can see the alliances, if you're a part of an alliance. Oh, there's a big alliance here. The Dun Alliance. This is Ukraine and the Long Senate of Mauritius. Just the two? Oh, yeah. Okay, so just the Mauritius is giant. 329 stars. So this is one big alliance. There is peace, there's diplomacy, there's wars within the empires. And what's this red guy doing? Jelena the Light. Helps during ground combat and space combat. I'm not sure what he's doing. From the Arkansas Fellowship. Wherever that is. Oh, we're over here. They're looking like they're having a bad day. It's a gun station. Who is, oh, he's shooting. He is shooting. Oh, he's doing bad things. Okay. So yeah, so there is observer mode. We saw Bob, we lost Bob, we saw the different emperors, and we can see the different lines of people and all the dynasties and the families and all of that. There's loads of different customization we can do here. I have 25 maximum empires. We started with like 5. And they've sort of grown up. We can have rebellions that will split off. We can have random monsters pop in to make things a little more exciting. There is a missile flying for the Mauritius is just angry. Whenever a empire hits tech level 9, they can transcend. I think I turned that off though. Yeah, that turned off. But they can transcend and they just disappear, and then new folks will come and take their place. But that is, I think, enough observer mode. We can also take control of somebody. So, and there's also different maps. Should we show off a different map? This is quite a force. The Titanic. That's a great name. What should we name this ship? How about the Titanic? Excellent idea. Good job, Frank. Good job naming that one. Who's leading? Oh, Edoxa is leading this one. Edoxa is infertile and unlucky. Yes, you certainly are. You got put in command of the Titanic. That is the most unlucky of jobs. I can see, let's see, I can look at, I can follow your person. I did that before. Here it is. So there's you, De La Resinde. You have a couple siblings. Most of your family's dead. But Fanton is I'm not sure what that one is. Captain, I think, somewhere. You were a Doxa. You were childless. And most folks are dead. You got a grandparent there in Sarah Diffin, who was somebody important, some sort of governor. The Federation of United Stars is now expanding. The Resolute Oregon Autocracy is now, what was it? Rioting. Where's Oregon? I'm not sure I want to see it. I missed it. But eventually you'll see them, they go in the riding mode. What's going on over here? What is that? And they'll just completely fall apart. So that's observer mode. Let's jump into sandbox mode and show off what we can do here. Let's go enable sandbox mode. Let's go into totems. Let's say we want to help out. Where's a little empire we want to help out? How about these blue guys over here? What are you? United Falkland Territories. Okay. We'll help you out. Let's give you guys some tech. There you go. Have some tech. Let's build some ships for you. Have some ships. All these ships have different abilities and different... The Tan Direct is a... I don't know what you do, actually. We have another battleship here. It helps fight. A Space Supremacy Frigate. And they'll go around and do some fighting and all of that. We can also, while in here, though, we can make a totem. Let's give you increased combat strength. There you go. Have some abilities to go do some things. Let's pick up the speed here a little bit. How about increase the ship production? Yes, excellent, excellent. How about, oops. No. Don't give into that one. How about we go into spawn a monster? How about a Eater of Stars? Elder Thing. There we go. That sounds peaceful. He'll spawn in. I think he comes in from the side. Is that him over there? There he is. There he is. He's going to come in here and choose some ships. Let's spawn in a meteor storm. And here they come. You can see them. There they come. They're going to start hitting planets and they're going to start just destroying planets. Destroying the populations on those planets, I should say. Completely obliterating them. While we're here at this system, let's call it. Let's rename it to the Nook Territories. Okay. Maybe we want to gain another tech. Sure. We can check out our dynasty. All the people that are in our dynasty. Let's go into. We see diplomacy. We're at peace with the robocracy. We're also at peace with Mauritius over here. Why don't you guys get in a fight with these guys? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, what happened to Mauritius? They fell apart. The warm regime of Iran. Okay. But we can't let that happen. So let's go in here and let's change their state. They're going to be into rioting. They're about to fall apart. So you can see different factions popping in here. They're putting them down pretty well because it's a pretty powerful empire. But they're starting to... Ethiopia is in there. We've got the Slovenia community. The League of Oman. They're starting to pop in there. They're starting to get a little bit destroyed. They're not doing a good job of getting a foothold. If we wanted to really make them fall apart, we can... oh, look, Nook is growing. Nook is growing. We can tell them to lose a tech. They're down to tech 3 now. They're still in riding mode. Let's make them... they will be ashes, makes them just sort of fall apart. There we go. Done. Get out of here. Okay. So Nook Territories is still in here. Still growing. And conquering the world. Conquering the universe. Speaking of world, let's go take a look at the world. Let's do a new galaxy. Let's go into... We can do... There is an option of doing, like, ridiculously sized things. We'll do something a little bit smaller. How about, like... I don't know. That's fine. Let's go with a Christmas tree. Random continents. That just sort of makes up different lands. Let's go with Earth. And there is different scenarios you can create, but we'll just do the standard one. So here we're on Earth now. And just like the beginning of every game, you've got different folks popping in here. I have turned on use Earth names and serious-ish names, so I can actually read the things. But they're popping in here. And I think they all pop in sort of where they're supposed to be. Nebraska and Minnesota. We got Paraguay down here. No one's in Africa at the moment. Who's this? Saudi. But in time, things will just sort of start growing here. Now, let's say we want to control one. We've shown off the observer mode. We've shown off the sandbox mode. Let's go into empire control mode. Let's control... Who do we want to control? Who's this up here? Quick Autocracy of Alaska. That's what we're going to control. Let's pause it real quick. I'm going to take control of you guys. Congratulations, you're now the Emperor of the Quick Autocracy of Alaska. Use your flagship to provide combat support to critical areas of the front. So we now have a flagship that's going to pop in here in just a moment. I do want to change my name. This is the Alaskan Dominion. Okay. Now we want, right now we're in a state of rioting. We really like White Horse, which is here. We probably should, we're in rioting right now. Well, that's not going to help us at all. Whose idea was it to pick these people? All right, so here's my flagship. Flagship, what it does is it flies around, and it does multiple things. It's a good fighter. It also helps sort of keep ourselves in, keeps our country in one piece, which it's trying to do right there. You can see some places we're trying to fall, but it's trying to keep a hold on them. It's not doing a very good job of it, but it's trying to. This is a bad one to pick. As we want to go into fight, we can move over and sort of lead him over here. If we want to make some ships, we can go into Emperor mode and summon a fleet. We're telling him to summon a fleet if we can. Let's build a ship. Can we? Capacity of 0.38, so no. So we can't build one. So, no. So, if we get enough money and all that, we can start making ships and start commanding them around. We could, however, build a spy network and put it into, I don't know, here? In the government of Alaska? So, I want Gandhi. Come over here. And I want you to incite riots. Or steal tech. Steal some tech from them. Do they have tech? Tech 1. No, don't steal tech from them. That's a bad idea. Whose idea was that? You incite riots. We'll make them fall apart, so then we can take it. I mean, we're rioting also, but we're all rioting. Oh, what happened here? You guys just fell apart. What happened to you? Okay. Well, that's now my land. We're still rioting, still falling apart a little bit, still firing missiles. That's me. Once we actually can build ships, we can actually control them as well. Can I do that just yet? No, not yet. Almost. Almost, though. Who's these purple guys? Mind control pod. We don't want those around us. Let me go ahead and... Okay, build a ship. Get one in there. So yeah, as I mentioned, this is available on phones as well, which is, you can clearly see. You can clearly see that. But let's crank up the speed and see if we can get some things moving along here. Hopefully we can hang in. We're going to leave this guy just sort of hanging in here and keeping our territories while fighting everyone else off. This guy's trying to take my land. Oh, there's a whole fleet of them. From, who's this? Principality of Yellowknife. Oh, the big guys. Oh, okay. Okay. We're falling apart. We're about to lose. We're still rioting. Can we, not fall apart, please? I'm hanging in there. Barely. Oh, I just blew up. I just blew up. As you get levels, you will gain levels, and when you blow up, you have to go back to level 1. What is this thing? The Void. Well, that's kind of scary. So yeah, we didn't do too well at commanding a nation, but let's crank up the speed and just let things play out. Game over, man. We started off with 3 stars. We held 16 at one point, so that's something. Okay. But we sort of... Oh, Russia is dominating over here. Not anymore. They're sort of falling apart. They are in a fortifying stage. But Arizona... How did Arizona get over here? I don't know. But we got it cranked up at super speed, so things are moving quite quickly. Anyway, that's the game. I think I've shown off pretty much everything. I mean, there's loads to this. We can see genealogy. We can see all the different folks, like Mexico spawned Arizona. And then Arizona has spawned a few different factions in here. You can see Russia has spawned Russian Nation and Yakutsk. They have all spawned from factions of them falling apart. We can see the history map. I'm in here somewhere, but right now the blue is dominating everybody. Volgograd is taking over the world here. An expanding state. They have Tech 12, which is crazy high. They're an alliance right now, the Alliance of Ink, which is most. Oh, that's all them. I don't know who's part of their alliance. I can't read that. Pan-Galactic Berezniki? Not sure where that is. Yeah, there we go. What else we have? Conspiracies. I'm not sure what... I have not figured out conspiracies or how that all works. But there's that. free white horses back. We've also got, what was the last one? Artifacts. So there's some artifacts in the world, and that affects the trade routes, which we saw before. I guess wealth doesn't really show up on this map real well. Anyway, oh, still are. What happened to? Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching. This game is available on itch.io. It's also available on your phone. I think Android and Apple. It's available on. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.